Right, thank you very much. Anyone who's joining us live, anyone who is watching this on any kind of replay type thing, thank you for watching us as well. Tonight is a bit different. We've been talking sleep and kind of tips and tricks around that all week, but today I'm joined with a lovely Lisa from Style with Wisdom, who, as I think, like I said in my email, she's been literally an inspiration over the last probably, well, I can't remember when I first started, but maybe let's say a year and a half, whatever it is. Because I've always been, do you know, and I'll be completely honest, I've always been a bit like, stylist, oh no, they're just a bit too out there, a bit unreachable. And I think, you know, kind of having met you through local networking and seeing what you've done, it's just like, it can be for everyone. And I think that's what's amazing about what you do. And you've done some amazing work on finding me bits and pieces. And I was going to say, this dress that I bought,
I love it. You look fab.
Oh, thank you. It's a Scamp and Do dress. Now, before, I would never have bought it because I'd have been like, well, I can't wear these colours. It's too bright. And I wore it on the school run today. And everyone's like, oh my God, that's amazing. And that's like, it's lifted me. It's made me feel better and brighter. And thank you. That's down to you. I'll give you that credit.
Yeah, I mean, hearing you say this is just, you know, means so much to me, because this is what I really try and impress on any of my followers and any of my clients. You know, once you find the confidence to wear that colour and step outside of your comfort zone, good people out there will notice and comment. And it's so good when they comment, because again, I say to my clients, if you see someone looking amazing, tell them, because you don't know what kind of day they're having, or they might be trying a new color or a new style, and by you saying that means the world to them. And you know, by wearing that color, you're lifting your own mood, you're lifting other people's mood, and yeah, it's just an all-round good feeling factor, definitely.
Oh, awesome, brilliant. No, I do, thank you. But yeah, tell us a bit more about yourself. Tell us and yeah, give us the chat.
Yep. So I'm Lisa, and I run Style with Wisdom, which is personal shopping and personal styling for basically anyone that feels they've kind of lost their style mojo along the way. I've worked in the fashion industry for over 20 years now. I was a fashion buyer. And I started Style with Wisdom 8 years ago, which kind of coincides when I became a mum. And it just meant I could tie in all of my work experience, my skill set into working for myself and working around my family. And I tend to help a lot of people that are going through kind of big lifestyle changes, body shape changes. They might be having career changes. They might be going up the career ladder. They need to change the way they're dressing or the way they're presenting themselves. But a big group that I do help is new mums. And like you were saying, I think when people hear the word stylist, they think it's some kind of elite service that is only attainable by celebrities or people that are mega rich. And I think I definitely want to try and break that down to be like, it's not, you know, regardless of your age, your budget or your size, everyone is entitled to enjoy style. And as a stylist, I'm not coming to you telling you to suddenly wear all of the high trends, all the fringe trends. I'm suddenly going to have you in like cycling shorts and crop top. I promise that's what I'm not here to do. I do it in a very commercial way. And with new mums, it's really hard because it's a combination of all the people that I help. Because as a new mum, you've gone through like a massive lifestyle change. You have gone through a body shape change. And you do lose your way a little bit as well. Like, I don't know how you felt when you kind of started the family, because a lot of people are going from like a full-time career to this whole new job role, and then you don't know how to dress for it.
No, and there's practicalities around that. Like if you're like breastfeeding, and there's actually, I think I remember when, so my eldest is 11, and so literally all you had was like Jojo, Mammon, Baby, and that was it. And no one sort of told you, or it wasn't really out there, that there are sort of little tricks of like, you know, just buy a oversized shirt and, you know, kind of work it around. And there's all these kind of things that you can do. And obviously there's loads more sort of fashion brands out there that are helping out with it. But you're right, it's kind of, you go from, you know, 9 to 5. I mean, I worked in a fairly casual office, but it wasn't stuff that I wanted to hang out with and slob around in, you know, when I was at sofa day. So yeah, it's tricky. And then there are moments where, and I think that's one of the things I've recognised over the last couple of years, it's like, find me things that don't need much ironing, because that's really important. And things that you can just, you know, take out the washing machine, hang on a hanger, and then wear, you know, quick things that dry quickly. That's also enough. And dresses, like the magic of a dress, you don't have to make much choice, do you? You're just like,
it's just one piece.
So the little
definitely
you evolve, don't you?
So I've got kind of everything you've been talking about there, some quick wins. So thinking about things that don't just have to be either maternity or post-pregnancy, can actually exist in your wardrobe as a longevity, you know, actually has lasting effect. And just thinking about it financially as well, because you spend a fortune on maternity clothes, and then what do you invest in afterwards? But what I thought I'd try first is, I'm feeling really vulnerable right now. You look gorgeous and colourful, and this is not like me at all. I talk about adding all the accessories and the colour, but I'm just here in my black vest and my blue skinny jeans, because I thought I'd do a bit of this might work, it might not, a bit of a live look. I just put a few extra things on that are my comfort zone. So I'm going to start with a necklace, and I know for new mums this is a little bit tricky. There's other accessories I'll go to first, but for me, my kids are a bit older now, so I can actually layer it with the necklace. So first I'm going to add that. Key thing that takes no time at all, some lippy colour. So I'm too small in the screen, so I'm just going to spin around quickly in my mirror, because I always have a handy mirror as well as my handy lipstick.
Do you know what, lipstick is one of the things I've never cracked. I don't know what it is. I've tried so many colours, but I've never found something that I'm comfortable with. But I think I just need to go for it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, makes such a difference.
A nice bright colour. So already I'm feeling a bit more like me. And then what I'm going to do is quickly grab one of the pieces of clothing that I'm going to talk about, which is just a really simple beach kimono, really old Primark, really lovely colour. So imagine me, this is my feeding vest or my feeding tee, which is really comfortable, really easy to put on. But just by layering it, it's got a really nice draw cord here as well. It's lightweight, so while it's hot, it's not going to make me too hot. And then straight away, I mean, hopefully this will be a bit more impactful. Sorry, I'm getting all caught up in my chair. But now I feel more like me.
The colour just sings. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, got a bit of colour, got my lippy on, a bit of accessories and the kimono. So that took me no time at all. And what were you saying before? I mean, it's polyester. It's not great for sweating, but it's really easy to wash, and you don't need to iron it. And what I love about the kimono, and that's the first piece I'm going to talk to you about, is for me, this kimono here has been in my wardrobe for years. Really, really old Debenhams one. Didn't cost a lot. Really lovely print, really lovely colours. I've worn this pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, post-pregnancy. Because the great thing about a kimono is it's a layering piece that kind of fits you throughout all those different sizes, because it's quite loose. And it's really great because when you're not feeling confident about your body shape, it's great to be able to put on over stretchy things that are going to fit you, and it doesn't feel restricted on your body. And I think what's really good about these is, you know, you can, it's a way of injecting some colour and some print and just kind of leveling up your style a little bit more. Even if you have got your maternity leggings on and your feeding top on, doesn't matter, just throw something like this over it, and it's just going to add that extra bit to make you feel a little bit more considered and a little bit more on trend. And like I said, there's loads of these around at the minute. So pre-loved, I talk about pre-loved all the time, but if you don't want to spend a fortune, just search kimonos on eBay or Vinted or Depop or anything like that, and you'll find a whole range out there.
Great.
So you can see they're just really floaty and really relaxed.
No, they're great. And it's kind of one of those things that I probably would never have would thought of before, because I just, you categorize stuff and you go, oh, it's beachwear, or like it's too relaxed and you want something a bit more, I don't know, fitted, but actually it's the statement, isn't it? So it's lovely.
Yeah, and it's the sort of thing that will fit you through all that transition of sizing. Not saying after you've had your baby, you need to go back to pre-pregnancy weight or size, because that's pretty unrealistic. Our body shape, regardless of our weight, has definitely changed.
Yeah.
This is a really nice transitional way to get used to your new shape and find other ways to dress it. It's just a really quick, easy win, really.
Nice.
And this is another example. It's like a little kimono jacket, and I wanted to show you this because it's pre-loved. So I got this pre-loved Topshop. I paid about £15 for it.
Amazing.
So it's just kind of showing you that you can kind of add some bits into your wardrobe for that transitional time from having baby to kind of, then moving on to be a toddler. You can do it in quite an affordable way, so it doesn't always have to be new.
Right. Yeah.
And then another way to do the kimono is if you've got pieces in your wardrobe, the shirt dress, classic shirt dress. So this here is a shirt dress that you'd wear belted, probably quite smart into the office or whatever job you were doing. Actually, it serves really well as a kimono. So have a look back through your wardrobe. You don't have to button it up. It acts as a kind of duster jacket, a shacket. So again, it's another layering piece and making use of some items you might already have in your wardrobe as well.
Fab. Yeah. Bring them back out again. Because actually, I was looking through mine the other day and thinking, God, that was. I mean, it's a long time since I've been in office, but I've still got, some dresses from the office, and I was like, actually, oh, well, why are they still there? But maybe I just need to look at them in a new light and go,
look at them in a different way. Yeah, definitely. It's just how you accessorize it and what you put with the footwear that can change it. I mean, obviously, very formal corporate dresses are a lot more tricky, but definitely some of the softer silhouettes and the different shapes you can make more wearable in everyday wear.
Yeah.
And then just while we're talking about the jackets, a wardrobe staple that I wanted to mention, and you spoke about the oversized shirt, is your denim shirt. So I think everyone should have this in their wardrobe. And again, it's great, like the kimonos, it's a great layering piece that even if you can't do it up at the minute, because obviously, feeding or your post-pregnancy, it is harder to get into your existing wardrobe, but you wear it as a layering piece. And here I've just styled it over a dress, because it's the sort of thing that you can either wear with feeding tops and jeans or leggings, or actually if you've got a comfortable jersey dress or a plain black dress, or maybe you had like everyone tends to have a maternity black dress, you can wear that, then just layer it with your denim shirt, roll up the sleeves, make it really relaxed, pop the collar, and then it's really good if you are feeding. It's kind of got that easy access, but then a bit of coverage as well.
Great.
So denim shirt is a good one.
Oh.
And then just moving on to bottoms. The key thing in bottoms is elasticated waist.
Of course.
Now, I've been definitely our friend. And I'm pleased to say we're now seeing loads of elasticated waists in smarter trousers as well. Because obviously you've been following me for the last year. Throughout COVID, I was very much all about ditch the loungewear. But what's really nice, what's happened now, is there's kind of this really nice smart casual ranges coming through, because the retailers know people are working from home. They don't want thick waistbands, they don't want restrictive silhouettes, people don't want things fitted, but they still want to look quite smart. And then this works really good when you're a new mum as well. So I've got here, these are just mine, lots of wide legs at the minute, 3/4 length, really soft and floaty and comfortable, but it's got the good old elasticated waist at the back.
Right.
So good thing to invest in, because you're going to have a bit of a give. So on your more swollen days, depending on what time of the month it is or how you're feeling, they're going to fit and they're going to be comfortable. And as you can see, fun print as well. Got to go for the left. Yay.
Brilliant. Oh.
Also, I know everyone's always like, post-pregnancy, I need to get out of the leggings. All I'm wearing is leggings. What I'm going to say is leggings is absolutely fine. They are cheap, they are comfortable, they are stretchy, they are going to fit. But just don't make them black. There is so much more options out there. So I've got an example of mine here. You know, this isn't necessarily going to be everyone's taste. They're from Berry. They are the Adidas limited edition, but they're fun. They're comfortable. This is my loungewear that I put on at the end of the day. You know, it's not like a faded black pair of leggings. So you can wear leggings. Just find some that are a bit more fun, a bit more colourful. I used to buy a lot from ASOS, like tie-dye leggings, animal print leggings, or bright colours, or even look at some of the gym wear now as well. Especially now, as it is getting hotter, you don't necessarily want to wear your skinny jeans. So
no, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, you just want to kind of make sure that you feel comfy. But what would you wear on top of that? Because that's the thing I would probably struggle with. Is like, what would you put on top? Something more plain then, or?
Yeah, well, I think obviously if you're just coming out of pregnancy, you'd probably want your top half to be a bit loose. I normally wanted it to be slightly longer, so it was covering the bum. So H&M is great for doing things like oversized tees.
Yeah.
Obviously, black, white is very, very easy. But with things like this, you know, I like to go for some oranges or reds or some bright greens because, as we always say now, animal print is a neutral. So you can still wear statement colours with this. So I'd say just keep your top half very loose, very relaxed. It's kind of that balance. If you're going to make your top half quite fitted, you might want your bottom half a bit more relaxed and loose, so you're not feeling so vulnerable. So from this point of view, I would definitely go with a longer tee, longer vest. It will cover your bum, and then that's the kind of thing again. You know, you might grab your denim shirt. I mean, obviously, I've got my dress under there, but you might want to just wear a very relaxed, easy t-shirt or vest with your leggings, and then layer it with a denim shirt again, or an oversized shirt. Again, you're just getting that bum coverage. So you're having a bit of fun with some wardrobe staples.
Ah, cool. Like it.
Yes. The other quick, I don't know if we're getting any questions. Are we getting any questions? You can
Not at the moment, no. Keep going. Yeah, we're all right. Think for a sec. Yeah.
So the other thing I'm a massive fan of, which is very easy and quick to put on, a really easy grab for, if you just want to reach for your simple t-shirt, your comfy jeans, then think about adding your accessories. So like I said, necklaces are really tricky when you've got young ones because they're pulling at them or they're getting in the way. So you might not want to go with the necklaces. But if you follow me, you know I'm a big fan of headbands. So these for me are just
headbands,
Hey. So, you know, I've got a whole selection.
Wow.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily go with what I'm wearing, but it's the sort of thing that, it's taken me a while to find the right one that works for me because you can get the really chunky ones, thin ones, you can get the ribbon sort of elasticated ones that just sort of fit all the way around your head. Henny's do a really great selection, really great value. But and they've got like the ready-made bow in them as well. But I tend to go for the flatter ones. Sometimes they've got a little knot. But just get really nice, funky, bright colours or animal print.
Easy.
And again, it's easy, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. I need to find one for me because my hair, I mean, it's a bit under control today, but it can be so big that when I put them on, it's like I get this kind of puffs coming out. But I've been trying to find a sort of probably one of
because you could just tuck it so it's behind your, so it just sits there behind your ears. So they're not really, the intention is that they're not there for necessarily a practical reason. This is when it's the stylist coming out of me. It is there as an accessory. So it's not about scraping all your hair back all the time. It's just kind of like having your hair like that, sitting it, and then just tucking it behind your ears. So you've got some of your lovely curls still coming out and coming around your face. So yeah, I always think that that's a really quick, easy win, and a headband is always going to fit you.
Yeah, that's
pregnancy, during pregnancy, and post-pregnancy. You know, so it's an investment there for life, really, which is great. So they're another big win.
Awesome.
And then last but not least is, you know, scarf.
Yeah.
We've all got loads and loads and loads in our wardrobe. They're great. I used to use these a lot just after I had my little ones because When I was feeding, they also just help give you a little bit of discretion as well, you know, a little bit of privacy.
Yeah, good to have
And
on.
again, just
Yeah,
go for some really nice prints and some really nice colours. And again, you can keep your outfit really, really simple. Um, you can wear your leggings or your jeans, but just by wearing sort of this, it just brings that bit of colour and excitement to your outfit.
yeah.
And it's always going to fit, so it works perfectly.
I think that's another thing that over, you know, like the last few years, the prints have just, like, you used to think like, oh, the only, you know, prints were sort of, and this is a bit old school, but like Liberty, you know, it was always like, that was where you would go to get a good print scarf. And now it seems to be that they're, you know, they have been for a while, but it's just the patterns have kind of, you know, come onto the high street, or, you know, kind of around about. It's just much more accessible, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's so, so exciting. And, you know, I know places like H&M and Primark are doing so much more for their sustainability plan now, because I know some people are a little bit nervous shopping there because
yeah,
obviously they do sell high volume. But my tip there would be, like, if you were to find yourself a kimono like this, go into somewhere like Henny's or Primark and look at all the colours in the kimono that you're investing in, and
yeah,
pick out the colours. So here I've got bright pink, cobalt blue, bright orange, or I might want to put a brown tone under here, or a khaki green. You just go there, buy lots of really cheap vests, the size you are at that moment, that'll be easy to feed in, that you can just layer under the kimono. So it doesn't
yeah,
matter if you're wearing the kimono like maybe 3 days in a row, you know,
yeah,
we're encouraging people to do that more now. If you're buying
exactly.
something, wear
Yeah,
it frequently, and then just change the colour of your vest every day. You know,
yeah.
it's just a nice, easy reach and grab for.
I know, and it's like no one's going to judge you, are they? It's like, actually, if you're comfortable in it, you should sort of wear it with, you know, pride. If you are slightly adjusting your look in that way, aren't you? So
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's really hard. I do remember so much when I had my little ones, you know, you're so sleep deprived. You feel like you've got no time. You know, you might get to 5 o'clock and you haven't even got dressed. My main thing here would be, don't beat yourself up. You know, you are going to have days when you're just going to live in your pajamas. And like the leggings, just make sure you've got really funky pajamas, really
yeah,
lovely print and colour, because with the nature of lockdown, you know, retailers have suddenly upped their pajama game.
okay.
So, you know, if you're going to be in them all day, just make sure they're presentable for when you're opening the door to an unexpected guest or the postman. But yeah, don't beat yourself up. You know, that time will pass. But hopefully, these are just really easy, quick wins, or things to think about in
Amazing.
your layering and the colours you're picking in your kimonos or your over jackets, and making use of that denim shirt that's already maybe in your wardrobe, or your existing shirt dresses that might be in your wardrobe, even wrap dresses as well, because if you
Right.
don't need to tie them around the back,
Yeah.
again, it doesn't matter what size they are, because you're wearing them as a layering piece. Perfume as well. I did always used to be a bit funny when my babies were little. I was like, oh, can I wear perfume? But I tend to say, if you just spray a little bit at the back, then
Yeah.
obviously you're holding them at the front or you're feeding them. You're not worried about sort of, you know, any perfume getting on your newborn. But just sometimes just feeling
It's
a
a bit
nice
more,
scent,
yeah,
a
yeah,
little bit of
makes a touch the
luxury.
difference. Yeah.
Um, and it is important to kind of give yourself a bit of me time, and to feel a little bit glam on the random
Yeah.
day.
Oh, it just makes such a difference. And I think especially with the sun out there, it's kind of nice to be able to just pop on a bit of colour and feel like you're kind of making the most of it as well. So oh, that's awesome. I love those tips. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing. And
You're welcome.
and I suppose so, I mean, in terms of kind of what you offer, I love the way that you've adapted your business over the last year or so. But tell us a bit more about what you do and what you can help people with.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, like so many people, when COVID hit, I was like, how am I going to do this? Because for me, probably very similar to you, actually, it's very much about engaging with my clients, building up trust. They need confidence in me, because going through someone's wardrobe
Yeah.
or learning about their style journey is quite intimate. It's quite personal. So I do pride my service very much on working really closely with clients for them to feel comfortable in kind of my company as we go through their wardrobe, try on things, and go shopping. So everything was very one to one. So wardrobe edits is pretty much one of my most popular services, because before you buy anything new, you should really, really think about what you already have,
Yeah.
especially from a sustainability point of view right now. Um, and that's exactly why we impulse buy. We've lost track of what we've actually got.
Yeah.
So we panic, think we're not wearing any of it, go out shopping and buy things that don't go with anything in our wardrobe. So wardrobe edits are great. We just go through everything in there. We try lots on. It's quite high energy, but it's really good, that fun and really therapeutic. And we
Right.
just edit out the things that don't suit your lifestyle anymore, or
Yeah.
don't make you feel great, or just don't have a purpose, because that's really valuable space. And then it's amazing when you can actually see things clearly in your wardrobe and you know it all has a purpose, you definitely start wearing more of it.
Yeah.
Um, so that's a big service that I do, and personal shopping then comes into that as well.
Cool.
But obviously, I couldn't do a lot of that in
No.
lockdown, so I was like, "How is it going to work?" But I do a lot of virtual now. I did offer
Yeah.
full virtual style, but it was probably only about 5% of my business. So
Right.
then I introduced Lookbooks, which is a bit
Yeah.
like a style subscription, but without the overcommitment, because we don't want to encourage overbuying of product that people aren't going to wear. So I didn't want people to feel locked into it every single month.
Yeah.
It was something I wanted to launch, but just didn't have time. But obviously, with lockdown, I
Yeah.
could finally do it. And I know you've used it, and your husband's used
I
it as well.
know, and we both loved it. I mean, I must say, like, it's literally like my dream, because you go through. I mean, the cost of it is amazing. It's £30.
It's very good value.
It's
Yeah,
very good value. And I was like, for me to go shopping, I'm one of those people, like, it stresses me out, and I'll wander around the shops and I won't know, kind of what to add things together. And I'm like, do you know what? My time, and I know that sounds a bit arrogant, but like, I'd pay someone 30 quid to do that easily. And it arrives, you've styled a couple of looks based on who I am, not just, it's not like off the shelf, because I know I've got other friends who've used it as well. And there's been some similarities, but differences, which means it's designed for me. And I just click on the link and I buy the look. I'm like,
yeah.
awesome, love it. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what it's about. It's about saving you time and you
Yeah.
frustration.
Yeah.
And I cater it to kind of where you might shop currently, but then try and introduce you to maybe new brands similar to that.
Yeah.
I cater to your budget as well. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
send you things that aren't affordable, or what you may consider, you don't want the fast fashion or the cheaper ends. So yeah, I tailor it as specific as I can for individuals. I have loads of boutique clients, because I think boutique clients particularly find it hard to shop, because a lot of the fringe ranges are never physically in store anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're kind of always defaulted online shopping, and people just hate scrolling.
Yeah.
So I kind of describe it as, when you're opening magazines and you see outfit inspirations in a magazine, but something might be like 350 quid, and this, I kind of say it's like your own little magazine of outfit inspiration
Yeah.
delivered to your inbox specifically for you. You're not going to like everything, but there's definitely options in there that you might buy into. And sometimes you suddenly think, actually, I've got some similar things to that
Yeah.
in my wardrobe, but I
Definitely.
never thought of putting it together like that.
No, I know.
So it serves different purposes. It introduces you to new brands. It might make you invest in some new things, or it might make you rethink what you've already got. And it's been really, really popular. It's been running for over a year now. Some of my clients have now gone on to book wardrobe edits and shops, which is great.
Yeah.
And I never thought in COVID that I could continue, let alone grow my customer base. So yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
It's great. Oh, fab. That's that. No. In fact, I must book another one for the summer. I need to update and refresh. Oh, amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's been really lovely to chat. And yeah, I'm going to go and hunt out my lipsticks, I think, and try.
I'm sure there are people. I mean, I got more, funny enough, I got bolder with my lip colours when I dressed up as Amy Winehouse for a 30th birthday party. So would never have worn brights, but I hunted out the brightest red
Yeah.
lipstick I could find as part of
That-
an Amy Winehouse outfit. So, I mean, that's when I was around 30. So I only discovered bright
oh,
lipsticks at the age of 30. So, you
yeah.
know,
Full
there's
time.
as you continue to get older, there's always ways to find new ways to style yourself in more fun ways. And I actually really loved wearing it. And then that
Oh,
gave me more confidence to just, I started wearing it for my nights out. Then I
yeah.
started getting other colours. And then I thought, I'll start wearing this stuff during the day. Why save it for night?
Yeah.
Especially when I became a mum, I was not going out anymore. So I was like,
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna wear it on the school run.
Love it. Oh, brilliant. What inspiration. Cool.
Cool.
Oh, right. Well, I think it's time to, yeah, we'll finish off there. But yeah, thanks again. And
You're
yeah,
welcome.
I'll send out all this to everyone so they've got it as information, and send out your website. And yeah, thanks for your time. Been brilliant to chat to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Take care. Have a lovely rest of
Bye.
your day. Bye. Let me stop the recording if I can.
My cursor won't my cursor won't work, so I can't go. I'm stuck here.
Oh, you
I think it's gone to sleep.
need me to end it.